try something different. Just something off the charts, kind of cool. Maybe a journal topper when it's done kind of project. Okay, so I'm not holding out any hope that this will be spectacular. I just got my fingers crossed. Okay, so if you want to try this, I wish you luck. And this is what I'm going to use, so you may want to use this yourself, which is some foam tape. I chose pictures from it's called The Garden Design Sourcebook by David Stevens. So I was lucky because in the front of the dust cover of the book, excuse me, there was this photo, and then literally inside the book there was that photo. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out this doorway and end it right at those stairs, right at those steps, right straight across, up and over, and then I'm going to insert this one. We'll straighten it up once we get there. Okay, where did I get this idea from? Got this idea from a swap. This guy right here gave me the idea. See, that's kind of a 3D thing. So we're going to try it. If it works, we're going to make a journal topper with it. If it doesn't work, we're going to say, hey, thanks for hanging out with me, and sorry it didn't work out better. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I'm going to cut this piece out. And we're basically going to make a 3D entranceway, hopefully. Hopefully. So I've seen I want to say it's Call Me Bev do ideas like this. She also was a source of inspiration. Definitely a source of inspiration. Okay, let's see if we can. My X-Acto knives are always dull, except for when Murphy's Law says I need to sustain an injury and do. Then they're really sharp. Okay, we're almost there, guys. My finger hurts. I want to get all of that out. I don't want any of the plants or scenery in here. Boy, is my knife. It might be just this paper, but it is feeling incredibly dull. Okay. Now I do these when I want to make a 3D window in one of my dollhouses or dioramas too. So the idea is not new to me. I just thought I'd play around with it. Alright, there's my and see, I've got this. So at some point in there, you see, whoa, I want to try to incorporate that. Alright, I'm going to set that aside because we can use that for future reference. Okay, now this is going to go behind, but we're going to pick it up. Yep. So far, so good. Do I want to bring it down to there? Or do I want to take it up to there? Or do I want to do it about right there? I kind of like about right there. Okay. So we need to cut. I'd like to do it right there, but I think right about there might work. That may do the trick. Okay, let me cut this off. I'll even it up later on. I'm not going to worry about engineering right now. It's all about how it's going to look. See, and then this will come up a smidge. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think that's as far as we're going to be able to go, because if I put anything else in there, we'll have to cut maybe this part out. Ooh, leave the tree and then just cut that part out. And then we'll put that piece in there. Okay, let's give it a shot, guys. I mean, what do I got to lose? Piece of paper? That's it. Okay, we're going to go across here, up here. We're just going to get wild and crazy, right? On a Thursday night, the day before my big giveaway. Don't forget, there is an 800 subscriber giveaway. If you want to have a chance at it, there's a couple of videos out. There's one in which I outline the details immensely in depth, and then there's the actual video that you comment on. So don't forget to go check it out. All right, check it out, guys. Let's see how this might look. Heck yeah. Okay, so we'll bring this up a little bit. I do like that. Interesting. Whoa, what do y'all think? I like it, but what I want to do is I want to get my scissors, and I kind of want to give this some shape and some dimension rather than have it look fake. You know what I mean? Get some of these out of there. That would be nice. Okay, and then I think I'll go same thing here. Let's just kind of give this a little dimension. So that it's not straight up and down, right? And the same thing, see, that's a little more dimensional, slightly more. Okay, and then we'll go across here. And we'll do the same thing where it's not straight. I know, how boring is this, but you'll get the idea once I'm done cutting here. I didn't realize with it being straight across like that how weird it was going to look. Okay. Okay, Yeah, see, that looks a little more realistic. And then this will pick up slightly. Okay, we're going to go right there. This is kind of cool. I want it this way though. I want it more like straight up and down. Right? Right. And then whenever we come back, we'll trim it up when we get ready to do the actual glue or foam tape. All right. So next, it's going to be this one. I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's get our foam tape on. My poor dog. I'm going to go let him in here in just a minute. It's getting dark. Okay. Hopefully that'll stay where it's supposed to. We go in here. I'm sure glad you guys are here with me. It's fun to create, but it's a lot more fun. I knew I was going to kind of mess up there. It's a lot more fun when you're not doing it by yourself. When you're got somebody to tag along and watch. See, I knew I was going to get that crooked. Hopefully I haven't totally screwed it up. To me, this feels like cutting marshmallows. Don't ask me why. You guys get that feeling when you're cutting foam tape? I'll trim it up better in a bit. For now, we're going for the look. This one I might have some trouble with. Could. Don't know yet. And then one more piece here. And I got this stuff from the Dollar Tree, and now I don't know why. Maybe for creating my miniatures. Don't know. But at any rate, I'm glad I got it. Okay. Now we have more for the rest. Whoops. Come on. Work with me here. Okay, we'll take this off. And this off. And this off. It's a lot easier to peel this than it is double-sided tape, I'll tell you that. For sure. Okay. Now then, this one's going in. And I want this. Gotta be very careful here. Somehow I knew, don't ask me how I knew, but that was going to be off. It's okay. It is okay. We'll put something on there. Oh, we can put this on there partially. Okay, but I want my guy needs to be straight up and down. Does that make sense? About like that. Let's see if he's going to stick, or was I entirely completely off the mark? Nope, I was not completely entirely off the mark, except for that I got that little piece right there sticking out. I do got to come down a smidge, a little bit. It's a little bit high. Come on, tear off nice. Tear off nice. Okay, you want to play like that? We'll do it this way. I can do this all day long. I'm off camera, but I'm really trying to just get this to peel back off for me, guys. Bingo. Okay. Alright, so I needed this to be lower. Like about there. Like about right there. Now I can start trimming. Isn't that cool? I do like that. I might put a little glue under there though. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Yeah, I can dig it. Will I use it? I don't know. I don't know, but it is pretty cool. Got messy scissors. One pair of scissors I managed to hang on to for a few videos. I've got them all sticky. Okay, so let's see what this might look like on the front of a journal, just for fun. Normally what I would have done was put acetate behind it, because it definitely makes a difference. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I had a potted plant here somewhere to go on the side. Let me find my potted plant. Here he is. Not potted plant, but pot. This guy. Like he's sitting by the door. Where do I want to put it? Maybe here. No, I think I want to put it right there. A little bit out to the side. Wow, what a deal. I like that. Who'd have guessed, right? Okay, so this one I think I'm just going to put on some cardstock maybe. Or do I want to put it on the... Yeah, I think I want to put it on cardstock and then 3D it. Or maybe I just want to glue it like that. Yeah, we're just going to glue it. Let's just glue it. We don't have to be special. We don't. It looks good the way it is. I kind of like this. I may need to practice more, but I do like it. Go right up to this edge here. That was neat. Tell me what you guys think. Like I said, I know I need more practice, but what do you think? Wipe that off. That I like. I want to run a little bit of glue under this edge just to shore it up. Just to give it a little stability. Look at that. You guys, I find that extremely fascinating. Don't ask me why, but I do. So then if you're working on a journal, right? We are, many of them. This could be a topper if it's not entirely too big. Let's see. This one's a little short. It's a little short journal, but look. Yeah, that's too short. I may need to cut off the top. Maybe. We'll see. But let me get a regular sized journal, not a shorty one. Let me see. This one would work. See, that one would work. Oh, look, guys. Oh, my heavenly stars. That is totally cute. What do you think? Let me know in the description box what y'all think of my 3D journal topper made from scraps. Okay? Let me know. Let me know. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to add it to a journal. Which one, I don't know. But there we go. More scrap busting. Why isn't that sticking? Why isn't it sticking? I need it to stick, you all. Rhonda lost her glue again. Yep. I like this idea. And I will definitely give it some more practice. Oh, there we go. All right. Tell me what y'all think. Let me know in the comments, and I shall see you in the next video.